Let's now go to the US next, where President Biden has condemned the killing of 4 people at a birthday party in Alabama this weekend as outrageous and unacceptable. The country's latest mass shooting happened at a 16th birthday party in the town of Dadeville. On Sunday night, people gathered for a vigil to remember the victims of the shooting. 28 other people were injured, several critically. So far, there's been no information whether any suspect was arrested or killed at the scene. Jessica Parker has more from Dadeville.
Shaken, shocked, a community gathers to grieve and to console one another in this small rural town in east central Alabama.
Our help is going to come from the creator of the universe.
This is a tight-knit town. People know each other and know the victims too, who'd been attending a sweet 16 birthday party.
They were being free, they were having fun, they were celebrating a life. They were celebrating 16 years of life. And then it just turned tragic. It got dark, it got loud with gunshots and gunfire.
The police have released very little information about suspects or a motive. Local media have started naming those who were killed, including Phil Dowdell, a star high school athlete, well known here and well loved.
He did not deserve that at all. He was too sweet of a person. He was too sweet for his own good. Like, he was a promising young football star. Like, he had signed to a college. He had his whole life ahead of him, and not just him, all of them.
This is the building, the dance studio, where that 16th birthday party was taking place on Saturday night. There's now no police tape, the doors sealed off, but it's a muted scene after the horrific events that unfolded here. The bullet holes in the glass, another trace of America's rising gun violence. President Biden's again called for tighter firearms controls. It's a familiar call in a divisive debate that's happened so many times before. Jessica Parker, BBC News in Dadeville, Alabama.
Well, Faith in Action Alabama community organiser Muath Al-Khattab told the BBC how the shooting has impacted the state.
My first thought was, this is a horrible tragedy, of course. I really felt for the victims and those people who are traumatized from the shooting in Dadeville. And I just felt really sad that this keeps happening and that they had to experience this at a time that it was supposed to be a celebration. People are definitely shocked and traumatized. And I think people are probably in a state of disbelief. And it also is possibly something that will bring the community together, to bond together and try to lean on one another in this tragic time. I believe that really what needs to happen is people need to come together. Relationships need to be built and strengthened, and there needs to be implementation of actual proven ways to reduce gun violence by intervening and interrupting that violence. Our aim is really to reach the people. There are ways in which people who are either at risk of committing gun violence or at risk of being affected by gun violence can be redirected. There are maybe some cases where there are some behavioral issues and some mental issues. So I think that is really what should be concentrated on in a way to reduce the shootings across the state and the nation.